Hello, welcome to our sixth episode of Book Review with Unit Sumber Teknologi dan Pendidikan. I have a new camera today, so I can tengok atas. Okay, so alright, pardon me for being too big in the screen. Okay, so hello everyone. I hope that you are well dan semuanya di bawah lindungan Tuhan. And today we have a very special guest from our district, our own district. She is a beloved principal of SMK Sri Samudra. Okay, Puan Sahila. So let's call her up. Hi, Puan Sahila. Can you hear me?
Hello, Chinisa.
Hello,
Yes, I
how
can
are
hear
you?
you.
How
I'm
are
good.
you?
I'm good. PPD Manjung for having me today.
Oh, okay. Do you have the book that you're going to review today with you? Can you show it to the
Oh
audience?
yes,
Okay.
yes. Ta-da!
Yay. Okay, before that, I would like everyone who's watching to actually subscribe to our channel so that we have more subscribers. And also, we are going to give you the link for kehadiran somewhere during the show. And please give us 1 minute to process the SPL KPM and as well the ECJ. So don't come and malam ni terus message I cakap Cik Nisa saya tak terima lagi CJ, sabarlah bagilah I masa seminggu untuk process everything. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I hope that we all are very clear with the sound. Is everything good? Can the audience please comment? Can you hear me clearly? Okay, all right. So, Puan Saila, I think we can start now. The screen is yours.
The screen is mine. Okay, thank you, Chinisa. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I am very cool and hello everyone. Yeah, very happy today to be in the Resensi Buku Bulan Galakan Membaca PPD Manjung. Ramadan Mubarak to all my Muslim friends, and I hope that our ibadah this blessed month will bring us closer to God, insyaAllah. Yeah. For today, to bring you a book which was gifted to me by someone who is very dear. She presented it to me just before she left school to further studies. And the title of the book is You Loved by Ustaz Mizi, a Singaporean, and by Iman Publication. You have a chapter, and I read the cover, 194 pages, with topics pertaining to self-love, self-worth, and self-value. The message of the book is loud and clear, discussing love not in a cliche way, but reminding us that oftentimes when we seek for love and in our quest to be loved, we sometimes forget to love ourselves. Before reading this book, I was attracted to the cover, Cik Nisa. I should think that the white cover, front cover, was carefully designed. We all know white is always associated with purity, sincerity, and cleanliness. And the red title in the middle symbolically reminds me of us. To be honest, when I read this book, I felt that actually having a cozy himself. I love how Ustad discussed the concept of love and the impact in our everyday lives. To me, his ideas are timely brilliant, emotionally inspiring, and spiritually empowering. This blessed Ramadan, I felt like I reread this book, for the second time, and it took me about the first time reading it. It took me about 3 days to finish the book. I finished, and throughout the 3 days, I was telling myself slowly read, so that I won't reach the last chapter too soon. I was really enjoying the book. The one thing that I personally like about the book is how Ustaz Mizi shared real examples, real stories of people near him. And I really salute him for reminding us about our worth, and also at the same time warning us that loving ourselves doesn't mean that, we could reject improvements. Loving ourselves means to accept who you are. And in the journey of becoming the best version of you, I, for one, truly believe that we only rise by uplifting others. And in my line of work as principal, I am blessed with the opportunity to interact with teachers, students, and parents who trusted me and come to me to share not only happy stories, but their different challenges and adversities. So this book, to me, enhances my self-affirmation that we should put our finest attitude and look at all our adversities, our challenges, not as miscarriages or failures, but mountain range we conquered. I should also believe that people who are struggling with self-love should really, really read this book. But even if you are loving yourself, it's to me awesome. You should also pick up this book, read it, and appreciate in the truest meaning. Now, throughout the book, the 21 chapter, my favorite chapter would be chapter 22, where Ustad Mizi us that we are created purposefully, and in our imperfection, we are perfectly the way God meant us to be. He said, don't you dare give permission to those who make you feel like you are less than good enough to affect you. To me, that is very deep. And he says that, don't you dare who make you feel like you are less than good enough to affect you. Powerful because sometimes speakers don't meet the so-called, for example, social standard. People might think of you as odd, where actually that oddness or weirdness is actually uniqueness. Some people are like confused the true meaning of oddness and weirdness. Isn't that something beautiful to ponder, Cik Nisa? That our oddness and weirdness is actually uniqueness.
Yeah, but
And
not everyone,
I'll remember this book.
can understand the
Yes.
sometimes when you say that you are strange and you are estranged by others. Because
But
you understand
whose
what I'm saying.
criteria are we using? Whose criteria are we using? When we
I
say
understand
that.
that. So yeah.
But
Because
I remember the book forever, and cherish it because for one, it is as a principal, I must always be mindful of my surrounding, my teachers, my students, my staff, and that not everyone that looks okay is actually okay. And as a
yeah.
self-affirmation, I tell myself every day that if I know any students or parents or anyone who are struggling with challenges, or love for that matter, feeling broken, left out and abandoned, just like what Ustad Mizi, I should seriously reach out to them by being there for them, being by probably not to help them 100%, but at least to listen to them, ask how they're doing, and show them that I genuinely care. Because like what Ustad Mizi wrote, our mistakes don't define us. We shouldn't be judging people because of the past mistakes or mistakes people are making. Forgiveness begins with self. And secondly, this whole experience reading the book reminds me of my name, Sahila Syukur. Sahila means memudahkan. It's sahla in
Oh
Arabic.
really?
And
Sahla.
syukur means gratitude. Yes.
Yeah. So
So,
your name itself is a
so
reminder.
this the whole theme of the story. Yeah, you being a leader, make things easy for people. Don't stress people. And syukur, practice gratitude. Be grateful that you wake up, and that I seriously believe that gratitude attitude thank Ustaz for that one lovely doa prayer. It's a poem actually, in the form of poem that he wrote at the closing of the book. If we have time, probably we'll read. It's very short, like only 2 stanzas, but it's powerful. And he wrote there are many best quotation in the book, and the best quotation for me is his advice to practice gentleness in all our affairs, beginning with the most important person in our lives. And who would that be, Kenisa?
Ourselves.
Practice and begin. Yes, begin important person in our life, and that person is you and only you. If you don't love yourself, no, we can only give what we have. You don't love yourself. How do we love people? If you have you with hatred in you, how do you actually love? How do you practice gentleness in our affairs? So that quotation would be the best quotation. I'm taking it and putting it in my status, a couple of times.
Yeah.
And there are many more actually in here, but that is the best.
Can you repeat that
Yeah,
quotation
Janisa,
again, Consuela? Yeah.
anything you want to say?
I will try to type
Uh,
it so that our
okay.
audience can read in the comment.
Okay. Sure,
Yes.
sure. It's a
Yeah.
practice gentleness
Yeah.
in all our
Practice
affairs.
gentleness. Yeah. How do you spell gentleness? Sorry.
Gentleness
In all our affairs. Okay.
beginning with the most important person in our lives, and that person is you.
Beginning with the most important person
Got
in
it?
our lives. Good. I'm repeating important person in our lives, and that person is you. So okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you
Okay,
tell your
and
students as
I
well?
think I want to read again.
Do you tell this to your students as well, apart from your
I want
teachers?
to read the love prayer poem.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
teachers,
Sure. Yeah.
what about?
No.
I want to read poem because I think
Yeah.
it's special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the poem is only 2 stanzas. Sorry, 3 stanzas. And it starts with this: "O most merciful, most loving God, you
Mm-hmm.
are our sole provider. You have provided for us from our birth, and you continue to give till this very day. And you have vowed to provide us till our last breath. Thank you, God. O Protector, you have protected us from harm and harmful people, and for the times when we felt bound, we know you have prevented it from anything worse. Trust that you will continue to protect us till our dying day. Thank you, God. O Forgiver, you are most forgiving. Despite all the wrongs we have done, despite the countless and second chances we have used up, your love never stopped pouring into our lives. Thank you, God. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
And I got to know that buy this book from me. You don't even have to go to bookstores to get this book. You can go to Shopee, you can get it. Um, it's very popular. It's got Mizi being an influencer. I
Yeah.
think
It's very popular.
it's not difficult in the market. I so far only offered one person to borrow the book, my son,
Mm-hmm.
because it's precious.
It
Because
is. It's a present
uh,
from somebody, right? It's a gift from somebody.
yes,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate it. Really, I
Sometimes
thank you so
I'm also
much.
like that. I'm also like that. When we have our book, I memang akan sayang. I akan sayang buku I. So sometimes people don't. We have our own way of handling our book. Betul tak, Puan Sahila? I tak suka buka buku tu,
Betul?
sorry, I tak suka buka buku yang sampai kepak-kepak sayang. Kan? And then I use
Ya, ya.
bookmark. Yes, I use bookmark when I read. So certain people, it's up to personal preference lah. Setengah orang dia suka buku dia macam nampak dibaca. But books are expensive. Books are mahal. So some people like to
Yeah.
tanda tu I sayang. That's why I don't loan my book to people. Minta maaf. I tak pinjamkan buku I. So I sayang buku I. Kan, betul tak? So I understand why you don't want to.
And buku pun
Yes.
I'm sorry I sound selfish, but you understand, right?
Yes.
There are certain books, but
So yeah. So if you want to read the book, you can get it from Shopee.
buku ni tak ada. Yes, from Shopee. Jadi I rasa buku ni dia tak ada tamat tempoh tau. Walaupun dia usia dia dah bertahun-tahun kan. You know, orang yang suka membaca, dia tak kisah pun kertas yang lama tu. So, tak kisahlah warna dia dah pudar ke apa kan. Yang penting tu, dia macam bagi tahu kita lah, jangan tengok kat luar kan. Jangan kat dalam tu, isi tu yang penting kan. So tak kisah orang dekat luar.
Ya, betul.
Itulah yang sangat precious lah. In my school, in overseas, I bagi pinjam lah sebab kita ada sudut bahan bacaan pengetua. Boleh lah macam tengok macam tu. I pinjam itu. Boleh tengok dekat situ tapi tak boleh bawa keluar. Macam tengok-tengok dekat situ lah.
Okay. So
And
you
actually, bukan dekut.
line kita macam tak clear sangat.
Yes, di overseas tu kita ada sudut yang ya betul kan? My pusat sumber my pusat sumber, it has been rebranded as overseas. So the idea is not only to have books on buku yang istimewa tu keluar kan, kita kata pertama. So kalau mereka nak pinjam, mereka boleh pinjam. Tapi kalau buku-buku yang dari luar kita letak dekat sana, sebenarnya sebagai motivasi, when they see the books, probably adalah rasa di hati nak pergi carilah buku ni. Sometimes in school juga baca, I would tell my teachers kan mana tak dapat kan. So kalau dia teringin nak baca tu, probably pergi kedai buku and cari. And kalau tak cari buku yang sama pun, at least in a bookstore. Sebab I rasa di 2021 ini, especially teachers or parents kan, bagi anak belajar the act of holding a book. Because our students now lah, they're not only teenagers, they are screenagers. They want to know how to make bahulu, they go to Karol Aming kan. How to make beef steak, pergi dekat situ kan, terus dapat. But itu sebenarnya tapi sebenarnya kalau you pegang buku resepi, not only like you mencari puding jagung, you also tengok benda lain. Ini satu contoh. Dalam you nak membuka buku tu, dah sabar belajar dari membaca dari cover, chapter 1, chapter 2. Sebenarnya secara psikologi, memegang buku itu adalah satu, kata membaca tu mulia, mengajar kita juga sabar dan kecu kan. Jadi pegang pun tu boleh tak bagus e-book ni, tapi kerana buku ni wujud, buku ni masih wujud di 2020, perlu juga sebab sharing this because I rasa macam as a mother, when my children small, the one activity that my children enjoy being with me is to bookstores. Walaupun kena jaga, pegang baik-baik poket tu kan, sebabnya book cheap. Bila budak-budak dibenarkan untuk membeli buku, you kena ajar mereka membuat keputusan. You can only buy 2 books nak. You can only buy 1 book because kita nak ajar dia, satu berhemah, satu lagi janganlah ikut hati semua buku yang best masuk dalam bakul tu, lepas tu ibu kena keluarkan dari poket, like, kalau macam tu dapat sekali je pergi, but kalau kita ambil 1-2 next week kita boleh pergi lagi. And I can see that budak-budak yang dari kecil diasuh untuk membaca tend to like. Masalah sebenarnya menjawab persoalan. Budak ni tak suka baca buku lah. Sejarah ni tak boleh jawab dengan sebab kena membaca banyak. Tapi kalau budak yang suka membaca, tak ada masalah. My eldest son kan, he's a fast reader. Being a young mother that time, kita nak anak kita umur 5 tahun sudah boleh baca buku like that kan. So I send him to this smart reader. Kesan dia nak dia cepat membaca, tapi telinga you kena tahan. Di jalan mana-mana dia boleh baca, dalam kereta pun dia baca setiap signboard, But the good part is, kalau satu buku, you just keep quiet, dia akan baca, dan it has calming effect when children read books. They sit down, they flip the pages, menjadikan dia. Jadi bila dia naik ke sekolah menengah yang memerlukan pembacaan, he didn't have much problem because he reads. So membaca tu memang amalan mulia, perlu dimulakan dari kecil. Jadi bila di sekolah menengah ni, tak rakekok masuk pemba and holding a book and reading, pinjam buku. Macam mana moden pun kita kan, membaca ni, it's good that we inculcate that habits, holding a book and read.
Okay, yeah. Betul.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
Elisa?
Totally agree with you. Holding a book, mana I punya buku tadi? Okay. Holding a book and flipping through the pages, baca. Even smelling. I like to smell books. I suka pergi kedai buku macam and smell the papers. It's really actually is a therapy. Betul tak? Betul. So Puan Saila, other than encouraging as a parent lah, you encourage your children to read kan? What are the activities other than going to bookstores that you can do to inculcate reading from home?
From home, parents being models, the elders being models to the younger siblings. Ini melentur buluh biar dari betul kan? Betul.
Betul.
Jadi beberapa mesti untuk Muslim sekarang paling mudah sekali bila kita mengaji lah kan. Kita mengaji kan nampak. Lepas tu dia pun ikut kita kan. Itu dah, kalau tak ada buku lain pun dalam rumah tu, dalam sesebuah rumah, kurang-kurangnya mesti ada Quran kan. Ada Quran. Jadi saya rasa modeling lah. Kita kena jadi teladan kepada anak-anak dan macam di sekolah pula kan. Jangan asingkan bahagian buku ni pada pelajar-pelajar, dari pelajar-pelajar. Kena ada banyak aktiviti yang kena mengena dengan membaca. Macam contohnya USTP buat ni kan, I really salute lah. Bukan semua orang akan appreciate ini, tapi USTP jangan benda ni kena diteruskan. Jangan kisahkan sangat tentang berapa orang yang akan follow kita ke apa. USTP yang mengangkat bulan Galakan Membaca ni kan, mengangkat buku tu sebenarnya adalah satu amalan mulia lah pada saya. Satu benda yang sangat bagus lah. Dan when I see this kan, macam nak cakap dengan semua guru-guru ICT kan, something like this. It's so interesting. Yang ini di YouTube kan, kita pun boleh buat kan.
Yes.
Benda-benda ni
Bulan pun
sangat
boleh buat.
sangat seronok. Dan tak perlu panjang pun. Like what we're doing
Yeah.
now, you said it's just short session and santai. It shouldn't be very kata ilmiah sangat ataupun
Yeah.
very serious kan. Itu pun sangat bagus. Sangat bagus. That being said, Cik Lisa, although I said I will not pinjamkan to anyone, if you want to pinjam, I will pinjamkan. Provided it's good. I will.
I've been I nak pinjam buku dari semua yang buat review. So I dah ada 5 buku. Sabar, ikut turn I kena baca satu dulu. Semua orang yang review kat sini semua tak pinjam.
Take your time. I can guarantee you will love this book. Like I love you, so you will love this book too.
So and I also personally follow Ustaz Mizi on Instagram, and I rasa audience pun boleh follow dia dekat Instagram. Nama dia Mizi Wahid, and he gives the best lectures. And this Ramadan dia ada buat this kita kata anjuran bersama dengan The Dark Group with Vivi Yusof. So there are 4 series of tazkirah during Ramadan. So I suggest that everyone to go to Instagram and follow Ustaz Mizi Wahid, and because he delivers good lectures, good Islamic lectures. Okay, so I can't wait to read the book as well after this. So Puan Sahila, do you have any last word to the audience?
Yes, not just about this book. Saya nak menyuruh semua orang sentiasa membaca. Dan pastikan rumah kita, sekolah kita ada budaya membaca. Dan sebagai seorang Muslim, ingat perkataan pertama itu ikra. Dan membacalah kita. Dan saya rasa orang yang membaca ni luas pandangannya. Dan saya percaya orang yang membaca ni akan ada satu aura yang tenang dalam diri. Orang yang suka membaca ini adalah orang yang suka nak baru. So, bila kita membaca satu perkara, kita akan rasa nak baca lagi dan baca lagi. So, teruskanlah untuk USTP, Syabasan Tahniah, teruskan aktiviti yang sangat bagus begini. Dan jika ada lagi sesi-sesi yang boleh melibatkan guru-guru, jemput-jemputlah guru-guru di Samudra. Itu saja Cik Nisa. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Minggu depan untuk episod yang this is the 6th episod ke-8, kita akan jemput guru dan murid SMKC Samudra. So Selasa depan.
Yes, I got to know that too. Thank you.
Yes, Selasa depan kita tunggu. Alright, so everyone, thank you Puan Sahila for the very good review, and terima kasih sebab mengangkat usaha USTP, because I myself is an avid reader. So dan I tak rasa membaca tu kena buku ilmiah saja. Anything, adventure ke, novel ke, komik ke, it's all about reading that can expand your knowledge and your mind. Okay, dan kepada semua audience, saya dah letak skrip pula. Saya dah letak link kehadiran di komen dan juga di screen. Terpapar di screen tu bit.ly/USTP Resensi 6. So beri urus setia masa seminggu untuk uruskan SPL KPM dan juga ECJ. Dan kalau ada, mungkin sebab saya kami buat program ni adalah untuk bulan Galakan Membaca. So that's why the book review is every week in April. Tapi kalau ada mana-mana cikgu-cikgu di luar sana yang nak buat, nak join, mungkin kita boleh considerkan mungkin sebulan sekali ataupun seminggu sekali lepas ni untuk buat resensi buku, dan tidak hanya terhad kepada cikgu-cikgu dari Manjung saja. Mungkin siapa-siapa daripada seluruh Malaysia, if you like to do a book review, any book, you can always contact USTP Manjung. Okay Kak Puan Sahila, okay? Alright, I think the connection is a bit breaking up today, tapi tak apalah, insyaAllah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. See you next week. We have 3 or 4 more panels sebelum berakhirnya bulan April. So stay tuned. Assalamualaikum, selamat berbuka. Bye bye Puan Saila. Thank you for being with us.
Waalaikumsalam. Bye Cik Lisa.
Bye bye.